Welcome my fellow Conquerors to the second instalment of our Conquerors Blade General Guide series. Are you pushed for time, struggling to clear your daily and weekly quests? Don't panic, I'm here to help you. In this guide I'll show you how I managed to clear my daily quests within an hour and my weekly quest with ease throughout the week. So grab a coffee, sit back and prepare to complete your quests in as little time as possible. Before we get into the video, I just want to make sure you're aware of the ways you can help support the channel. You can like the video if you enjoy it, you can engage with us by commenting on the video, and you can also subscribe to the channel. Just make sure to hit that bell icon so you get instant notifications on when we release our next video. You may not have realised, but you can also buy me a coffee. The link is in the description if you want to do this. Whatever way you decide to support the channel, it is hugely appreciated, so thank you. Well, that's that bit dealt with, so let's get on with the video. I totally understand that time is valuable, and you want to make the most out of the game with what time you have available to you. Well, there was a period of weeks where I was pressed for time and struggled to clear my daily quest, and to be honest, my weekly quest too. So I thought it might help to share my experience with you on how I managed to complete my quest in as little time as possible. Firstly, let's look at the daily quests. It's best to get into a daily routine for this to ensure you make the most out of your time. So I'll talk you through my routine. The first thing to do is to collect all of your daily quests. On the minimap you can see exclamation marks at the NPCs in which there are outstanding quests to collect. You can either use this minimap to navigate your way around the city to each NPC, or you can hold down the tab key which will bring up this menu. On the left hand side you can see a larger map, but on the other side you'll see the NPC names. As you can see, you can collect quests from the warden, billeting officer and the sheriff. Rather than travelling aimlessly around the city trying to find them, click the NPC name. You will then auto travel to that NPC. Now we've arrived, let's click quests and collect our daily quests. Do this for each NPC. In total you should have 8 daily quests plus any special quests available at the time. By pressing L you can see all of your daily quests, so you can keep track on which ones you still need to do and which ones you have completed and are ready to collect. The next step in my routine is to complete the first daily quest, which is the Riches of the Earth, where we are required to go out and gather resources from a resource site. We will cover gathering more in depth, but for now, just to complete the daily quests, let's go to the Watchman to go out into the open world. At the Watchman, leave the Thief and take 5 level 7 serfs, or 4 serfs and 1 anti-cavalry unit. If you just want to clear your daily quest quickly, then travel to the closest resource node, gather the resource and head back to town. This should take no longer than 5 minutes depending on where the closest resource node is in relation to your Thief. If you want to get a bit more out of it, then travel to the closest rare or epic resource site. If you do this, expect the process to take about 15 minutes. Drop off the resources at your Thief by clicking the Thief and selecting Supply Dump. Move the resources from your wagon to your Supply Dump, and that's the first daily quest complete. Easy, right? While we are out in the open world, we may as well complete the On Patrol quest. While in the Thief management screen, select the Swap Unit option, and change to a decent melee or cavalry unit. Personally, I prefer using cavalry units due to their travel speed, but I understand you may be a beginner and don't have any decent cavalry units yet. If this is the case, then something like Pipe Militia or a shield unit would be more than adequate for an easy rebel. For the medium and hard rebels, then you would need to consider something more substantial like Condottieri guards or spear sergeants. So it's time to find the closest rebel. This could take a little while depending on Thief location, which is why I prefer cavalry units. Now we've found one, attack it and defeat the rebel. On average it will take around 3 to 5 minutes to complete this. Now that we've won, it's time to head back to the Thief and dump the resources. While out in the open world, keep an eye out for abandoned carts, crates, camps and derelict huts. If you find one on your travels, select it and search it for hidden goods. This will complete the Let's Go Scavenging quest. It will also help you with your time constraints, as you don't have to go out of the way and travel for longer in the open world. Check the surrounding thiefs for good thief quests. Grab the resource you need from your supply dump and take it there. You don't have to pick a good thief quest if you are struggling for time. You could just select a thief quest for the thief you are at, but it's certainly more beneficial, especially if your house owns that thief, because you get extra honour and prestige bonuses. If you choose the quick route, you could do this within a few seconds, but if you want a decent thief quest for the bonuses, then it could take you 10 to 15 minutes, but be aware it could potentially be a lot longer, particularly if you have to travel to a different region. Maybe you're like me and have more time to play on certain days. On these days I tend to do all of my weekly gathering, so after I've checked all of the best thief quests, I take note as to how much I will need to complete each thief quest for the week, and go gather the required resources. It's very time consuming going back and forth to your camp, so I'll show you a quick tip that can help speed things up. Have you ever used resource piles? Do you know how to use them efficiently? Well, I've just gathered some resources surrounding the thieves with the highest rewards. But they are far away from my camp, and I don't want to go back and forth dropping off my resources, to then have to travel back the next day to complete the quest again. So, what I'm going to do is create some resource piles at the closest trading town. In this case it's Kings Valley. I go to the thief management screen and select the resource market. I then put the resources in my wagon on the market and cancel the auction listing. This creates a resource pile at Kings Valley, which then lasts for 7 days, meaning they won't get removed until this time runs out. This means that for the next 6 or 7 days I can travel to Kings Valley with my fastest cavalry, pick up the resources required for the thief quest nearby and complete them. This can save a lot of time, as you aren't travelling across the map with a full wagon. If you need the resources back at your camp, then don't worry. Once you've collected and created the resource piles you need, you can travel back to your camp and go to the Watchman. From here you can have the goods you want delivered, at the cost of some silver. Handy, right? Season 6 has brought us new climates, which means that some areas have snow coverage, and in these areas our travelling speed is dramatically reduced. From this map we can see that the snow stops at this line. If you are travelling south of Ratatvar, then your travelling speed should be normal, but if you're travelling anywhere north of this line, your travelling speed will be reduced. One way you can stop this is by drinking kumis, which means that your units in the open world will disregard the weather and travel at normal speed. This effect lasts for 10 minutes and you only get a certain amount throughout the season, so use them wisely. What all this means is that the time required to do your open world quest will be increased in these areas. So you could probably expect the time required for these quests to increase by around 30 to 40%. Now that you've completed your open world daily quests, it's time to return to your thief and complete your daily battle quests. You have a couple of options here. You can either do training battles against AI, as they also count towards your daily quests, or you can do field or siege battles instead. It's entirely up to you. Training battles only take 4 to 5 minutes per battle to do, so you could finish your battle quest in around 25 minutes. Field and siege battles take around 10 to 15 minutes each, so that will take you around about 50 to 75 minutes in total. Just so you're aware, a huge downside to training battles is that you get no battle pass glory, and to be honest, they're not as fun as PvP, but it's certainly a way to get the quest done quick if you are struggling for time. While waiting to get into a match, it's a great opportunity to clear your daily duel. Find someone nearby and offer them a duel. If they accept, once the duel has concluded, you've completed that quest too. Bonus. Once you've completed all of your quests, go collect them at the relevant NPCs and reap the rewards. If you go for the quickest routine, then you can clear your daily quests in around about 35 to 40 minutes. If you decide to go for the slowest but more beneficial routine, then you can expect to complete your daily quest in around about 80 to 100 minutes. So as a minimum, spend an hour a day in the game and you can make some decent progress. The next thing we need to look at is the weekly quests. It's probably more beneficial to use the days where you have an extra amount of game time, such as the weekends, to clear out your other weekly quests. You will find that a lot of the quests will coincide with the daily quests. By completing the daily quest, you could be 60% of the way to completing your 150 point target. Completing weekly quests are very rewarding. For reaching 4 stages of the weekly quest, you get bonus rewards, including additional vault keys, which will help you receive more rewards if you happen to come across a vault. It's worth noting that for the additional vault keys, you need premium activated. You'll find that a lot of the quests are just general aspects of playing the game to its full capacity. For example, joining 2 territory wars and having 2 PvP battles against players in the open world are a major part of the game and can easily be completed on one of the 2 days in which territory wars are available. However, for crafting equipment and artillery, you'll have to make sure that you have the resources required. I'll cover hero equipment and artillery crafting in another guide. This guide is to help you with time management, so in terms of weekly quests I'll give you a tip that not everyone realises until later on in the game. If you're a new player, this will certainly give you a head start. It's very rare that I complete all of my weekly quests, yet I still manage to reach my 150 max limit every week. Yes, you heard me right. That means you don't have to complete every weekly quest to get the 4 reward bags. Just pick and choose the ones that you want to complete. On the left side, you'll see how many weekly points you get per quest. So when you get close to the limit, add them up and work out which ones you don't want to complete. For me, one of the quests I never complete is the field battle quests. Hopefully this little hint will help you save time so you can focus on the much easier and quicker quests. I know I've touched on these a little bit throughout this video, but let's just discuss the rewards very quickly. From the daily quests you can expect to receive hero experience, bronze coins, house experience and prestige. I think hero XP and bronze coins are self-explanatory, but what is house XP and prestige used for? House XP is used to level up your house, which means that you'll be able to capture more territory in the open world during territory wars, while prestige is used to declare war on thieves and build field camps. Let's quickly work through the total amount of each reward you can receive just by doing your daily quests. If I add up all of the rewards from each daily quest, you can see that you can get 34,000 hero experience, 7,000 bronze, 420 honour, 900 house experience, and 7 prestige points every day, as well as bonus rewards such as random temporary doctrines and 2 requisition tokens. That means that every week you can walk away with 238,000 hero experience, 49,000 bronze, 2,940 honour, 6,300 house experience and 49 prestige points, just by doing your daily quests. For weekly quests you get all of the above and a lot more, as well as the hero experience, bronze coins, house experience and prestige. For certain quests you'll also receive glory, chests and artillery. As I did with the daily quests, let's break it down. Every week you can receive 147,000 hero experience, 86,500 bronze, 2,660 house experience and 31 prestige points. As well as these basic rewards you can also receive 5,000 glory, 3,500 silver, 2,800 honour, 50 skill points, a skill page, a random uncommon artillery box, and a random number of materials as bonus rewards for some of the quests. At the top you can see that there are 4 reward bags for reaching a certain amount of weekly quest points. The first reward bag is received at 25 points, the second at 50 points, the third at 100 points, and the final at 150. Each reward gives you a certain amount of bronze, honour and glory as standard, but it also gives you bonus rewards such as skill pages, temporary doctrines, vault keys, treaties and random uncommon artillery boxes. At the end of the week, if you complete all of your daily quests every day and all of your weekly quests, you can walk away with 385,000 hero experience, 143,000 bronze, 7,090 honour, 8,960 house experience, 80 prestige points, 14,000 glory, 3,500 silver, and a lot more goodies. It's certainly worth doing as much as you can, right? And obviously there are also vault keys to consider as well, but I'm going to be discussing these in more detail in the next video. That brings us to the end of our daily and weekly quest guide. I hope you found this short guide useful and have managed to pick up a tip or two. If you have, then please give the video a like and share it so that new players get the chance to see it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to get instant notifications and ensure that you don't miss out on any of our future videos. Do you agree with everything I've said in this video? Have I missed something that you think others would benefit from? Let me know your feedback in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you on our next video.